Boo taunts him, referring to him as weak, and sprouts 4 additional arms from his body, then charges at Moro and relentlessly pummels him into the ground. Goku is astonished at Boo's dominance, but Maris remains concerned about potential tricks Moro might have up his sleeves. He urges Boo to use a certain technique while Moro is defenseless, and Boo agrees as his detached arms continue to pummel Moro viciously. Boo grabs Moro's limbs, immobilizing him as Boo prepares his move, but suddenly the sky darkens. Amidst the confusion, the group notice that Poronga, the eternal dragon, has been summoned. Cranberry is responsible for summoning the dragon using Esca and resorts to violence against other Namekians, including Mori, who try to interfere. Poronga announces that he'll be granting 3 wishes. Cranberry's first wish is for his health to be restored since he's on the brink of death, and Poronga does so. Goku and Vegeta rush toward Poronga to stop Cranberry, while Moro telepathically contacts him, urging him to wish for the restoration of his full magical power. Although Cranberry hesitates, wanting to inquire about his own wish to escape to a distant planet, Moro threatens him, and Cranberry complies. Cranberry's second wish is to restore Moro's magical power, and Moro immediately senses the surge in his strength. Goku and Vegeta in the distance notice this as well, and Moro vanishes to head straight for Poronga, knocking Goku and Vegeta aside. While Cranberry is in the midst of making his final wish to be transported to a remote planet, Moro suddenly materializes behind him and busts his head through Cranberry's chest, ending his life. Moro then uses Cranberry's translation device to speak to Poronga and prepares to make his final wish. In the meantime, Miris, Jocko, and Blue board the spaceship piloted by Eriko, making their way toward Moro. Moro's second and final wish is granted, and Poronga vanishes as the Dragon Balls scatter across New Namek. Goku and Vegeta arrive at Moro's location a moment too late, surrounded by the lifeless bodies of Namekians. They demand to know what Moro's second wish was, but he remained tight-lipped, telling them that they'll know soon enough. Just as the Galactic Patrol arrives, Moro bids his farewell and confuses his key to escape undetected. Boo uses his powers to heal Esca, but cannot revive the others who have perished. At that moment, the planet begins to tremble as Moro initiates the process of draining all the energy from it. Suddenly, Boo returns Goku and Vegeta to their full strength, but when Goku turns to express his gratitude, he finds the Grand Supreme Kai standing in Boo's place. The Grand Supreme Kai explained that until Moro is defeated, he will temporarily swap places with Blue, and they can still save New Namek if they hurry and confront Moro together. Goku prepares to use instant transmission as he, Vegeta, and the Grand Supreme Kai teleforce Moro. Mira's hopeful that the trio can finish him off. As Moro continues draining energy from both the people and the planet of New Namek, Miris, Jocko, and Esca make their escape aboard the Galactic Patrol spaceship. Meanwhile, Goku and Vegeta in their Super Saiyan Blue form, alongside the Grand Supreme Kai, materialize at the edge of Namek's atmosphere. They charge toward Moro together, but find themselves striking an afterimage. They attempt power times and fail, realizing that Moro's actual body isn't present, leaving them puzzled about the source of this energy absorption. The Grand Supreme Kai spots Moro nearby, hoping Goku to charge in once more. However, Vegeta stops him, cautioning that fans can't survive in the vacuum of space. The Grand Supreme Kai decides to confront Moro alone, but finds himself unable to pose any challenge as Moro effortlessly deflects and counters all his attacks, now having more of Namek's energy fueling him. Moro strikes him forcefully, sending the Kai deeper into space as he pursues him out of Goku and Vegeta's sight. Meanwhile, Miris receives word from Eriko that Moro and the Grand Supreme Kai have left Namek's orbit, prompting them to prioritize helping Goku and Vegeta first. The Grand Supreme Kai confused to valiantly battle Moro, though he's clearly outmatched. Moro taunts the Grand Supreme Kai, stating his powers no longer trouble him, but the Kai prepares to use his magic stealing technique once more. Confident, Moro tells the Kai to Amisha's attack when he remains motionless, confirming Moro's suspicion that he now lacks the power to unleash the sealing spell at all, a fact the Kai confirms. Meanwhile, Goku states that Moro's growing stronger, and suddenly the Galactic Patrol and the group take off to pursue him, along with the Grand Supreme Kai. On board the ship, Goku questions why the Kai was unable to use the sealing healing technique, and Mira states it must be due to the splitting that Buu underwent long ago. Because the good Buu inherited the physical appearance of the Grand Supreme Kai, Mira's hypothesizes that in turn, his god power was transferred to the evil Buu instead. Goku is surprised that Kid Buu actually had god power within it, and meanwhile, the Grand Supreme Kai continues to get pummeled in space by Moro. Moro taunts the Kai and delivers a power kick that sends him hurtling further into space. Upon clash landing, the Grand Supreme Kai's latent memories are unlocked, revealing a vision of the past when Goku defeated Kid Buu with the Spirit Ball, and realizes that when he was killed, his power vanished along with it. Moro was able to view the memories as well, and revels in the fact that no one in the universe could possibly defeat him anymore. Back on Miracy's ship, Vegeta acknowledges that their only option now is to rely on sheer brute force rather than deception. As the ship approaches Moro's location, Miras questions the Saiyans on if they could guarantee they're more powerful than Moro. Vegeta confidently asserts that aside from Moro's magic, they're superior fighters, with a single Super Saiyan Blue at full power being sufficient enough to handle him. Satisfied, Miras dons a spacesuit and vows to retrieve Moro and return him to Namek, and he takes off. As Moro prepares to land what appears to be a finishing blow to the Grand Supreme Kai, Miras intervenes and provides a distraction long enough to bring the Kai to safety. He informs him of his plan to bring Moro back to Namek and inquires whether the Kai can use instant transmission, and the Kai confirms its ability. Their conversation is interrupted by Moro, who lands irate, prepared to do away with the Galactic Patrol. Miras distracts Moro with his weapon, prompting him to attempt a finishing blow on the Galactic Patrolman. Miras uses the opportunity to use the substance from his arsenal to grab hold of a compromised boulder and hurl it at Moro, who quickly turns to destroy it with ease. However, Miras suddenly appears from the air and momentarily blinds Moro using his jet booster and his boots. This gives the Grand Supreme Kai the opportunity to grasp Moro and teleport him back to Namek, where Goku and Vegeta await. Miras urges Jocko to take the ship back to Namek, but Jocko remains confident that Goku and Vegeta can finish the job. Meanwhile, Moro appears to gloat over the remaining energy on the planet for him to consume. When Vegeta threatens to destroy him, Moro laughs and reveals the Saiyans have forgotten about something quite important, the third wish from Porunga. At the Galactic Prison, two Galactic Patrol members evaluate the aftermath of Moro's escape. One of them suggests caution regarding the other convicts, but his colleague reassures him that the prisoners couldn't break out on their own. They proceed to the control tower filled with hundreds of prisoners, where they observe Calamus leading the Macaroni gang to their cells. Suddenly, a surge of energy from New Namek races through the cosmos and touches down at the Galactic Prison, disabling the power and causing all the convicts' cells to open. The convicts start to break free, including Saganbo, a follower of Moro, who greets a few of his fellow inmates and mobilizes a group of Galactic Patrol prisoners to attack the guards, thieving their weapons and demanding the return of their spaceships. He invites other convicts, including the Macaroni gang, to join their uprising. Meanwhile, Jocko and Miras, still aboard their Galactic Patrol spaceship, receive word of the prison break from Irigo. Esco then has a sudden realization, recalling Moro's third wish, the release of all prisoners. As Moro informs Goku and Vegeta about his wish, the convicts arrive on a spaceship nearby. The ship unleashes a powerful energy beam at Goku, Vegeta, and the Grand Supreme Kai, but they narrowly evade it. Moro lands on the ship, and Saganbo shows his respect by bowing. Moro praises him for assembling a small army and offers to share his power with him in return. Below, Goku and Vegeta sense the convicts' energy surge as a group of them leap from the ship, ready to confront the trio. Moro unleashes the convicts, and Goku and Vegeta transform into perfected Super Saiyan Blue and effortlessly defeat them, leaving everyone in awe of their strength. Saganbo, however, motivates the convicts to keep fighting or risk return to prison. The battle continues, but Moro begins to absorb energy from Goku and Vegeta once more, causing them to revert to Super Saiyan God. Goku charges at Moro, but he reverts to Super Saiyan 3 and is struck down by Saganbo. Vegeta, also weakened by the energy absorption, struggles, as does the Grand Supreme Kai due to his previous battle with Moro in space. Goku and Vegeta, now in their Super Saiyan form, continue to fend off the convicts while Goku questions Moro's motives. Moro explains that he aims to create an ideal galaxy where he can consume planets as he pleases. He despises the idea of preserving peace and believes that such individuals should be eradicated. Goku and Vegeta then unwillingly revert to their base forms, drained of their max power once more. As they continue to fend off the convicts, who regrettably aren't getting any weaker thanks to Moro, Miras and Jocko descend to the ground to aid their comrades, utilizing advanced weaponry to incapacitate the convicts. Miras suggests retreating, acknowledging that as things are now, they can't defeat Moro. Esca uses his healing ability to restore some of the Grand Supreme Kai's strength, and Saganbo attempts to destroy the spaceship they came in, although Miras thwarts his attempt, surprising Saganbo as he knocked the gun from his hand from a sizable distance. Goku tells Iriko to retreat with the ship, and Miras urges the Grand Supreme Kai to retreat using his instant transmission, which he does swiftly as he takes Esca with it. Goku grabs Jocko and Miras, intending to use instant transmission to escape to Galactic Patrol HQ, but he's delayed by Vegeta, who refuses to leave out of pride and instructs Goku to go on without him before flying off in the direction of Iriko's ship. Left with no other option, Goku teleports away with everyone but Vegeta. Vegeta catches up to Iriko's spaceship and demands entry, and meanwhile, Goku and the others appear in the bathroom of the Galactic King, confused on what Vegeta meant from his speech. As the convicts chase the ship Vegeta's on, Iriko pushes it to max speed, narrowly evading their pursuit. Iriko informs Vegeta that they're also returning to HQ, but Vegeta refuses and insists on heading into a different direction, planet Yardrat. Meanwhile, the Galactic Patrol prisoners board their ship as Moro completes the absorption of the last remnants of life energy from New Namek. Saganbo inquires about the sudden disappearance of the Galactic Patrol and inquires if they're dead, but Moro clarifies that they escaped using teleportation. Saganbo then questions Moro on who they should pursue first, but Moro decides against going after anyone, considering powerful individuals like them rare. He states that they're free to roam the universe for now, but warns that he'll kill them if they interfere again. Moro then questions Saganbo on if he knows of any planets abundant in life energy, given his past involvement in a crew that ravaged the galaxy. Saganbo confirms, and the two head back inside the ship, where some scouts board smaller vessels to search the galaxy, and the main ship departs from the dying New Namek. At Galactic Patrol HQ, the Galactic King learns of the escape of prisoners from the Galactic Prison, including Moro. He assumed Miras would resolve the issue, but is informed that Moro's strength exceeded their expectations. Goku, walking alongside them, notices Esca, who fortunately made it back to HQ. Goku questions where Boo is, only to see he's fallen asleep and reverted from the Grand Supreme Kai once more due to his recent battle on Namek. Esca inquires about Vegeta's whereabouts, and Goku replies that Vegeta is likely off training elsewhere, considering their usual tactics ineffective against Moro and exploring new strategies. Meanwhile, Vegeta, aboard a Galactic Patrol vessel, senses Moro heading in the opposite direction. Iriko informs him that it's Saganbo's ship, the fastest one he knows of. When Vegeta inquires about Saganbo, Iriko reminds him of the strongest fighter who stood with Moro. However, Vegeta dismisses Saganbo's strength, stating that without Moro's assistance, Saganbo couldn't even defeat his son, Trunks. Iriko reveals that it'll take 1 week to reach planet Yardrat and questions Vegeta about his purpose for going there. Vegeta explains that Yardratians possess unique techniques like instant transmission, which Goku learned, and hopes to acquire a technique that might help him against Moro, although he does so reluctantly. In his room, Vegeta vows that the next time he faces Moro, he'll defeat him and surpass Goku. Several days later, Saganbo and his crew arrive at planet Zoom, easily overpowering the planet's defenders who sought to protect their royal treasure. After seizing the treasure, one of the convicts 7-3 decides to finish off 2 remaining inhabitants by blasting them all the way with I-beams unnecessarily, although Saganbo urges him to stop in order to leave as much energy for Moro as they can. The group return to the ship, and Moro absorbs the planet's life energy, destroying it and enhancing his power once more. Saganbo then receives a report from one of his scouts about a planet brimming with energetic monsters, prompting Moro and his crew to set a course for their destination while they strip the planet of its treasures. Meanwhile, at Galactic Patrol HQ, news of Zoon's devastation reaches them. Miras suspects Moro is going after planets beyond the Galactic Patrol's reach, and Goku fears that after just a few days, Moro's gotten even stronger than before. Miras mourns that their chances of defeating Moro are now exceedingly slim, but Goku questions if Miras fighting would make a difference. Goku proposes a test and attempts to land a punch on Miras, but Miras effortlessly evades him. Jocko attempts to halt the altercation, but Goku expresses his desire to gauge Miras' true power and invites him to a sparring match in a specially reinforced training room. Goku continues his attempts to strike Mirrors, but is unable to connect. He escalates by transforming into a Super Saiyan, yet Mirrors dodges every blow. Goku switches to Super Saiyan 3, but his attacks still remain ineffective. It's only when Goku becomes a Super Saiyan God that the room starts breaking apart, prompting the two to stop the test, as further escalation would destroy the room. With Goku's suspicions confirmed, he surprises Mirrors by asking him to train him, as he believes Mirrors possesses knowledge he lacks. Goku reveals he aims to master a certain technique and believes training with Mirrors could help him get closer to achieving it. Mirrors agrees to Goku's proposal, but suggests a different location for their training. Meanwhile, on planet Jung, the Macaroni gang successfully steals the blue Aurum they previously attempted due to the Galactic Patrol being out of the picture. Pasta, who possessed fake loyalty to Moro, tells his brother Getty to cause a gonbo with a false story about scouting for another planet for Moro's energy absorption. As they depart planet Jung, the gang contemplate their next target and recalls their encounter with the Galactic Patrol and Jocko mentioning the existence of Sky Gold on Earth. Pasta then hatches a plan and instructs his sister to head toward Earth to steal as much as they can. At the same time, Vegeta finally arrives on planet Yardrat. Vegeta and Iriko touch down on Yardrat, much to the astonishment of the locals. Smaller, rounder Yardrats approach them, mistaking Iriko for Vegeta, whom Goku had previously informed them about. They express their gratitude to both Goku and Vegeta for defeating the Ginyu Force, who had caused trouble on their planet long ago. Vegeta inquires about the Yardrat who taught Goku instant transmission, and one of the Yardrats make the others disappear, revealing that he was alone all along. This Yardrat explains that they occasionally create copies of themselves to deter unwanted visitors, and then leads Vegeta to meet their elder. The elder, named Pavara, mistakenly believes Iriko is Vegeta and proceeds to converse with him, although he's soon corrected. Vegeta clarifies the situation to Pavara, expressing his desire to defeat Moro and hoping to acquire a new technique. Pibara, however, informs Vegeta that Yardranians focus only on a single technique called Spirit Control, as they're a relatively weak race. They demonstrate some of these abilities, including instant transmission, multiform, and gigantification, which involves manipulating their own spirit to shift, split, and grow. The Elder states that should Vegeta study how the spirit functions, he'll be able to do the same, and Vegeta expresses a desire to learn spirit control. A few days later, Goku and Mirrors embark on training on another planet. Meanwhile, time passes at the Galactic Patrol HQ, and with Goku, Mirrors, and Vegeta absent, the Galactic King suggests recruiting new special members for the Galactic Patrol. He inquires with Jocko about Piccolo, the warrior from the Universe 6 tournament they'd attended in the past. At the lookout, Piccolo attempts telepathic communication with someone on New Namek, unaware of the planet's destruction by Moro, but wary that something awful has happened. Meanwhile, the Macaroni gang arrives on Earth in search of Blue Aura. Piccolo says their approach and informs Dende. However, Piccolo doesn't seem worried, as he thinks their energy signatures are weak. Moments later, in a rocky plain, Piccolo confronts the group as they're searching for a place to land. Noticing Piccolo, the gang use their ship's weapons to attack him, but he evades the gunfire and lands on top of their ship, admonishing them for their rudeness. Meanwhile, Bulma, accompanied by Hercule and Bola, arrive at the lookout in search of Piccolo. Apparently, Jocko had called to inform her that he was on his way to Earth to recruit Piccolo into the Galactic Patrol. Back on the battlefield, Piccolo makes quick work of the Macaroni gang, surprising them, and they had no idea someone this strong lived on Earth. After Jocko explains the situation via communicator at the lookout, he goes Bulma to gather Gohan, Krillin, and Tien in preparation for his arrival. He goes on to say that if Moro catches wind of Earth anytime soon, he'll make his way there to steal its energy. Meanwhile, Piccolo questions the now restrained Macaroni gang, suspecting their connection to the cosmic disturbances. The gang attempts to deceive Piccolo by pretending to be innocent travelers. However, they secretly plan to inform Moro about the Earth and the opportunity to steal Blue Aura. Convinced that they're not involved after all, Piccolo releases the group and warns them to never return to Earth again. As they depart, Bulma and Dende approach Piccolo in the ship, with Dende urging Piccolo to capture the gang, as they're allied with those causing trouble. Piccolo shoots down the Macaroni gang's ship and captures them again, but he's informed that it's too late, as the gang already alerted Moro's main forces. In space, Sagadbo receives a distress signal from the Macaroni gang, prompting Moro to dispatch a stronger scouting party to investigate. Meanwhile, Goku and Mirrors begin their training, with Mirrors wielding a staff and gaining the upper hand. Goku mentions that to acquire his desired ability, he needs to clear his mind and heart, but this proves challenging during their combat with his fluctuating emotions. Miras points out that emotions can also leave their power, such as Goku's Super Saiyan form fueled by rage. However, what Goku seeks requires the opposite, calmness. Miras reveals he knew about Goku's pursuit of Ultra Instinct, but kept it quiet. Goku, however, reassures him and tells him it's fine, and suggests they resume training, surprising him. Miras, now resolved, leads Goku to the Galactic Patrol's hyperbolic time chamber, where every day inside equals to 3 days outside. They enter to allow Miras to unleash his full power without detention, and Miras questions if Goku is ready to continue their training, as Goku eagerly agrees. At the lookout, Bulma briefs Krillin on the current situation and inquires about the whereabouts of Gohan and Tien. Krillin informs her that Gohan is attending a college lecture and will join them later, and Tien doesn't have a cell phone, making him unreachable. The idea of contacting Yaksha is brought up, but before anyone can respond, Jocko arrives, expressing frustration about the lack of formidable warriors present. Asuka, also aboard the ship, greets Dende. Jocko then informs Piccolo that he, Dende, and Asuka are the 3 last surviving Namek.